In the small town of Laguna Larga, Argentina, a boy was born with a dream far greater than the dusty streets he played on. That boy was Paulo Dybala. From the very beginning, his story was not just about football. It was about resilience, sacrifice, and carrying the weight of his family's hopes. His father, Adolfo, believed deeply in Paulo's talent and would often tell him, "One day, you will make it to Europe." Paulo held on to those words like fuel, practicing for hours with a ball that was older than him. Life wasn't easy. The family faced financial struggles, and tragedy struck early when Paulo's father passed away. At just 15 years old, Paulo had to cope with grief while still chasing the dream his father left for him. Instead of breaking him, the loss made him even more determined. On the fields of Instituto de Córdoba, he began to stand out, not with sheer physical strength, but with intelligence, creativity, and a magical left foot that would later earn him the nickname La Joya, the Jewel. At Instituto, he made history. As a teenager, he broke records set decades before, scoring consistently and becoming one of the youngest players to leave such a mark on Argentine football. Scouts across the world started to notice, and soon, an opportunity knocked from Italy. Palermo, a Serie A club, signed the young Argentine. Leaving his country wasn't easy, but Paulo knew this was the path his father had seen for him. When he arrived in Italy, doubts surrounded him. Critics said he was too small, too light, and maybe not strong enough for European football. But Paulo silenced them with his performances. His dribbling, vision, and ability to score goals from nowhere turned him into a rising star. At Palermo, he wasn't just another foreign signing. He was the spark of hope for fans who needed joy in tough times. The big moment came when Juventus, one of the biggest clubs in the world, came calling. The move to Turin was like stepping into a new universe of pressure and expectations. Wearing the number 21 jersey, once owned by legends, Paulo Dybala embraced the responsibility. His first seasons were magical, curling free kicks, delicate dribbles past defenders, and decisive goals in Champions League nights. He was no longer just La Joya of Argentina. He had become a global icon, admired by millions. But even jewels faced scratches. Injuries started haunting Paulo's career. Just when he seemed unstoppable, physical setbacks would force him to the sidelines. The media began questioning whether he could truly be consistent at the highest level. But Dybala's strength was never only in his body, it was in his mentality. Every comeback, he returned sharper, more determined, and more creative. Fans admired not just his talent, but his resilience. At Juventus, he became the heartbeat of the team, creating moments of pure magic. One of his most famous came against Barcelona in the Champions League, when he scored 2 breathtaking goals that stunned the world. That night, Paulo showed that he could shine even under the brightest lights. Still, the football world is never stable. New signings, tactical changes, and pressure from fans meant Paulo had to constantly prove himself. Despite ups and downs, he always carried himself with humility and elegance, never forgetting where he came from. His celebrations, hands forming a mask over his face, became his trademark, symbolizing a warrior hiding pain but never giving up. After years of glory with Juventus, change arrived again. In 2022, Paulo took a new chapter in his career, signing for AS Roma under coach Jose Mourinho. Some doubted if he could still be at his best, but Paulo quickly became a hero in Rome. Wearing the number 21 jersey, he lit up the Olimpico with goals and assists, showing that his magic was still alive. For Roma fans, he wasn't just a player. He was a leader, a symbol of hope, and a fighter who could change games with a single touch. Off the pitch, Paulo's journey remained inspiring. From the little boy who lost his father, to the teenager who carried his family's dream across continents, to the man who faced criticism, injuries, and pressure, he always rose above. His story is one of never giving up, of turning pain into power, and of proving that even in the toughest moments, talent combined with heart can achieve greatness. Today, Paulo Dybala stands not just as a footballer, but as a role model. His journey reminds the world that diamonds are formed under pressure, and true jewels shine even when life tries to dim their light.